Hey guys, what's up? It's Kendall again, and welcome back to Tarot Tuesday. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kendall. I do videos all things makeup, beauty, and life. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, girl. Today we are diving in. We're continuing with the sword suit. Today we're doing the Four of Swords. Let's hop right into it. When we look at the card itself, we can see that this person is laying in bed. They're kind of resting, relaxing, but they have the Four Swords above them. We have the colored glass window. So it appears as if someone is just laying and resting right now. And that is going to be the key word of today's video is rest and just pause. We're coming off from the Three of Swords, which was that despair, heartbreak, sadness, and what do we do when we emotionally and mentally go through something like that? We need a moment to rest and regroup. So that's exactly what the Four of Swords is kind of presenting in its imagery. Within the image, the Four Swords, we can see that the Three of Swords are hanging above this man and the fourth one is laying underneath him. So it's almost present and representing that the three swords from our heartbreak are still there, but the fourth sword is that allowing ourselves to rest and relax, knowing that that kind of sadness and despair got us to where we are now, and that's why we are in need of this rest and relaxation. The fourth sword is giving us that it's okay to pause and relax. The stained glass in the Four of Swords is that environment of calmness and that cozy feeling within a home. And we can see that the knight laying down and resting, his hands are kind of in prayer. So it's almost as if he's praying in the bed. Let's get into what this card means in just a general reading. When we think about resting, especially after that heartbreak, that despair, this is either a necessary rest out of exhaustion or possibly just a moment that we need to kind of, pause, breathe, and kind of get ourselves collected in order to move forward onto the next thing in our lives. Kind of like that rest that you need in order to re-enter your life after something very sad, very heavy has happened to you. So that is exactly what this Four of Swords is representing in a general reading. It's just saying like, hey, it's okay to rest. It's okay to take a moment, whether you absolutely physically need to take a rest or mentally take a rest. Remember, we are in the swords. That is a mental realm suit. This is just welcoming you like, hey, it's all right. Let's just take a restful period. Maybe we pray about it. Okay. And remember, the hands are in praying position. Maybe we pray about it. Maybe we ask our spirit guides, guardians, God, Jesus Christ, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe we just ask them to help us through this rest period and just accept that rest is okay. A lot of us struggle with rest sometimes, but this is just indicating like, hey, yeah, it's okay to take the rest. You deserve it. Let's talk about the Four Swords in a love reading. We see this card come up and that is just telling you, hey girl, if you're single, let's just pause a moment. Let's just chill. Let's chill on the dating life. We might be exhausted because either things aren't working out or possibly we just left a relationship of some sort. Now is not the time to be chasing after the love of your life, girl. Now is the time to kind of just give yourself a moment of grace and rest and just chill out, girl. Okay? If you're in a relationship and you pull the Four of Swords, this may be telling you guys like, hey, what about a vacation? What about a weekend getaway? What about a staycation for a weekend? You two need to take a rest and relax in order for your relationship to keep moving forward in a positive space. This is telling you like, hey, you guys are exhausted, either mentally, physically, emotionally. We're tired, girl. We're tired. And it's okay to take a rest. This card is just telling you exactly that. Rest. If we're seeing the Four of Swords in a career reading, this could be telling you that you need a break, that you are exhausting yourself, you are pushing a little bit too hard in your career, or you just went through something really hard in your career. Again, coming off that Three of Swords, it was a tough time. It might be an okay time to take a mental health day, take a PTO day, take a vacation. Okay, you need a break from your career for a second. And I don't think a weekend is going to be just enough for you to do that unless you really treat yourself to a weekend of rest and relaxation. I really think this is a time in your life when we see this in a career poll that you need to pull back from your career and just give it a rest, okay? Some of us are workaholics. Trust me, I am one. I get it. But sometimes we need to listen to our bodies and listen to when they need just a quick break. It doesn't mean you're failing. It doesn't mean you're giving up on your career, but it's just a quick pause in order for you to be better when you come back. And when you're doing a financial read and the Four of Swords comes up, Reminder, once again, the swords is our mental realm. Our finances can take a really big toll on us mentally, more so than we think. This card is telling you to give your mind a rest. It's okay to kind of turn away from your finances just for a moment, not permanently, not ignoring our responsibilities, but really just giving your mental just a rest period to not think about the money, not think about your budget. This could be for as long as a period as you think is appropriate. This could be like, hey, this weekend we're just going to not even look at our budget, but we're also not going to spend money. We're just going to kind of take a mental break from the heaviness and the load of our finances that we just went through. Because remember, the tarot is all about telling the story, and it's never linear. You're always going to be like this through tarot, pulling the different cards. But typically, the Four of Swords comes after that Three of Swords of heartbreak and despair. So possibly your finances weren't so hot, and maybe it's time that we just give ourselves a rest and relaxation period and say, hey, finances aren't good. We know it, but let's just give ourselves a mental break from that thought right now. This is where I would love to hear y'all's opinions on the Four of Swords reversed, because there's many different interpretations to this that I've heard. For me personally, when I interpret the Four of Swords in reversed, it's telling me that we're coming out of a period of rest and relaxation. We've taken the moment to ourselves, and now it's time that we're almost complete with the rest and relaxation. We're ready to kind of come back to life and put in the work and continue to move forward from whatever hardship we have went through. Another reading of the Four of Swords in reverse, not something I typically interpret, but it is interpreted this way, is it's the act of the opposite of rest. It's restlessness. You're being too restless. You're trying to force things to work. You're overdoing it. You're gonna burn out in your career. You're gonna burn out with your finances. You're gonna burn out in your love life. That is just another interpretation that I have seen among other readers. It's really up. That's the beautiful thing about tarot, is it's up to the interpreter's interpretation of the card. So, and again, this is where pulling multiple cards in a reading can really tell the story for you and what's going on. So, I would really, if you're pulling this reverse, I would see how it plays off and integrates with the other cards in the reading, and that will kind of guide you more. You'll have the feeling, the intuition of what it's trying to tell you, whether it's you coming out of a rest period and re-entering your life, or if it's that restless energy of you just can't sit still when really you need to. That is it for the Four of Swords. It's a quick and easy card. Just remember, key term, rest and relaxation. You need it right now, whether it's career, love life, finances, just generally. Now is a good time to rest and relax. It's okay to do it, okay? And that's it. That's the overall theme of the card. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video with me. Also, guys, don't forget to check out my Thursday posts. Those come out every single Thursday. I do a makeup tutorial. This week is going to be a little different. I'm doing a vlog, trying to kind of feel that out, because why not? You know what I mean? So don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss that. And that's going to do it, guys. I will see you in the next one. Love ya.